Hello and mabuhay! Welcome to the second module of Developing GSAD Lesson Exemplars or GLE, a guide to pedagogy and practice that will focus on GSAD pedagogies and assessment. I'm Ms. Kim Katakian, one of the facilitators for this module. In the first module, we all learned all about GSAD, and it employs the variation of the tools and strategies that educators must employ to maximize the harnessing of skills, knowledge, and values of the students that is anchored to the understanding and establishment of responsibility to them as part of our globalizing world. In school and inside our classrooms, pedagogical and assessment strategies and approaches are crucial in this step so that we can measure the extent of integration of GSED in the curriculum and eventually in its application in the lifestyle of our learners. These are the dimensions of learning that was subscribed by the Global Citizenship Education that we need to consider in choosing the pedagogies and assessment tools that we will be using inside the classroom. First is the cognitive. This refers to the knowledge and thinking skills necessary to better understand the world and its complexities. Second is the social emotional dimension. It pertains to the values, attitudes, and social skills that enable learners to develop effectively, psychosocially, and physically, and to enable them to live together with others respectfully and peacefully. And lastly, behavioral, where it pertains to the conduct, performance, and practical application and engagement of concepts and ideas in relation to global citizenship education. We also have principles and standards that we should consider in choosing the right pedagogies and assessment for global citizenship education integration in our lessons. It must foster a respectful, inclusive, and interactive classroom and school ethos by discussing relevant themes and topics that is relevant to our lessons. Example of this are gender equality, inclusion, and multiculturalism to our respective learning areas. Second, our pedagogical approaches should be learner-centered, developmentally appropriate, constructivist, inquiry-based, reflective, collaborative, and integrative. Third, it must be culturally responsive to teaching and learning. We can do this by considering the educational context and needs of our learners. Embed authentic learning tasks and experiences that addresses various GSED themes and topics and enable them to share their thoughts and ideas on our lessons in respect to GSED principles. Fourth is the incorporation of various assessment strategies and tools that fit global citizenship education and aligned with our learning outcomes and instructions. Example of which that we can do are reflections, journals, portfolios, and self and peer assessments. Fifth, the crucial roles of teachers, learners, and their families, communities, and other stakeholders should also be emphasized as a potent learning resource. Thus, it calls for active participation and sharing of each stakeholder, especially of our learners. And we should employ flexibility to enable learners to experience learning in various contexts, such as classroom-based, whole school, community-based, and schools to localize, indigenize, and globalize based on their respective educational and social contexts. There are also things that we should consider in choosing the appropriate pedagogies as we integrate global citizenship education inside our classrooms. UNESCO in 2018 provided the following guide questions in choosing the appropriate tools and strategies for GSED. There are three themes. First, we will look on the student context. These are some of the questions that we need to answer as we choose the appropriate pedagogies for global citizenship education. What are the interests of our students? What are the different characteristics of their respective communities? What are the local and global issues and topics that they experience and care about, especially as of this moment? And what are their motivations and what will make them want to use the lessons that we are trying to teach to be integrated in the global citizenship education? Second, on teacher interests. As educators, we should reflect also on how we can integrate global citizenship education in our teaching strategies and styles. Some of the questions that we can ponder on include, what are the things that we are passionate about? And do we have any causes or advocacies that are deemed important for our students to learn? And also, we should also consider our school resources. What are the resources that our school have, which can affect our teaching and learning process inside and outside the classroom setting? Do we have local or international partners that we can foster collaboration in our teaching strategies? And do we have enough laboratory equipment or materials that we can use or we can maximize as we integrate global citizenship education in our prescribed lessons and curriculum? As we ponder on these questions, we now go to the pedagogical principles of GSED. As we adhere to the goals of GSED of fostering transformative and holistic teaching, we are being called to develop teaching and learning process that transcends from being a conventional one to transformative learning, in which we envision in a global citizenship education ideal classroom. First, we should foster dialogue and participation in our classes. Second, it must be holistic and interdisciplinary. It must not only focus on our learning areas, but we should also welcome how it can be applicable and integrative to the different learning areas. Third is the multimodal. We can utilize various assessment tools and various pedagogical tools that supports the values and the learning outcomes of our lessons. Fourth is the values formation, adhering to the behavioral dimension of learning of GSED, critical empowerment, and lastly, its applicability and relevance globally and locally to the lives of our students and the communities.